Lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs today arguing to a panel of appeals court judges that their client's sentence should be reduced. Combs is currently serving a 4-year prison sentence. Former federal prosecutor Neama Rahmani joins us right now. Neama, thank you so much for being here.
Of course, Rachel. Thanks for having me, as always.
As always. So let's start what the attorneys are arguing here. On what basis are they making the claim that 4 years was too harsh of a sentence?
Rachel, they're essentially making two arguments. First, that the conviction was improper, and they're arguing that because Combs didn't personally participate in the sex acts, that he can't be charged with prostitution or the Mann Act under federal law. And they're also arguing that because he videotaped the encounters, that it was homemade pornography. Now, I don't think those arguments are going to work, but you touched upon the second argument, which is probably the better one, that the sentence was excessive. We know that Combs was acquitted of the more serious charges, the sex trafficking and the racketeering, and he was just convicted of simple prostitution. Now, under federal law, there is Supreme Court precedent that says that judges can consider acquitted conduct, but the federal sentencing guidelines say that judges should not. So there is an inconsistency. So we'll see what that appellate court, those Second Circuit judges say.
All right. Well, Neama, let's shift gears here. This is a story we've been covering this week. On Wednesday, the women prosecutors say clients called the ketamine queen, Jasveen Sangha. She was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Now, she admitted to selling drugs that led to the overdose death of Matthew Perry. Your reaction to that sentence?
I'm not surprised, Rachel, and I think one of the reasons she was sentenced to the 15 years, even though the defense was asking for time served, is that she was involved in another ketamine-related death in 2019, an individual named Cody McGlory, and she still continued to sell ketamine. And when law enforcement raided her home, they didn't find just ketamine. They found methamphetamine, they found cocaine. And after Matthew Perry's death, she encouraged others to delete messages related to the sale. So I think it was all that, as well as her lavish lifestyle, that really encouraged the judge to throw the book at her. Now, she was looking at a potential sentence of 65 years, which would have been the statutory maximum, but 15 sounds about right, given that she was now involved in 2 drug-related deaths.
And Neama, as you know, Sangha is the third person to be sentenced in relation to this case. A pair of sentencing hearings remains in connection with the Perry case, both set for later this month. So how do you see those 2 remaining sentences playing out?
Well, we already know that obviously Sangha got 15 years. The doctors in the case, one got time served, one got 2 years. I would expect that the sentences for the remaining 2 defendants to be somewhere within that 0 to 2 year range. One of them is Perry's assistant, and the other was a middleman for the drugs. And that was one of the arguments actually Sangha's lawyer made. He said that it's not fair that she is sentenced to more time than all 4 of the co-defendants combined. But I do think they are differently situated. I think the assistant, certainly not a legal defense, but could argue that he was just following his boss's direction. And I think the drug dealer, which was the go-between, again, I think he will get time. I wouldn't be surprised if the assistant gets little to no time, especially because he pleaded guilty and accepted responsibility here.
Well, we will see how this all plays out. Neama Rahmani, as always, thank you for your time and insights.
Thank you, Rachel. Talk real soon.
All right.